Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Give me a gum. I need to chew. Have you heard about tissues? I get all right.
That his wife has made about their life and their marriage. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the Flagrant podcast starring Andrew Schultz and the man himself, Akaash. And as far as digital media goes, comedy podcasts are not really my thing.
I've heard some legendary tipping, right? Like,
So I'll be reacting to Sneako reacting to a guy reacting about Akaash and his wife and the recent complications between certain behaviors and certain statements made by Akash's wife, Singh. Alright, let's get into it.
I remember I was hanging with Rogan once. He drops the car off. It's 100. Picks it up. It's 100.
Okay,
That's aggressive.
Yeah.
He's responsible. I guess I just don't find either host to be particularly funny. I really think that Andrew got a career from swinging on Joe Rogan's nuts, and then Akash in turn did the same with Andrew.
I agree with that 100%. Andrew Schultz only became famous because of Joe Rogan. Not only that, obviously, he strategically planned and worked hard and posted many videos online. He's actually known for doing exactly that and for revolutionizing the way promotion is done by comedians. By promoting themselves on TikTok. Really, TikTok did it all. And Akaash, on the other hand, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, rode the back of Andrew Schultz to his career and fame. If fame is, I'm using that word very loosely. Let me say that. Okay.
This guy is actually so unfunny as a.
He said the guy is a hater for speaking facts. That's what Sneako said. I'm not sure why he would say that. It doesn't make sense to me because he just stated facts.
Comedian that I thought for sure he was like Lily Singh's long lost brother or something like that, but it is simply not true. They actually do have two things in common though. For one, they both cannot take any sort of constructive criticism regarding their comedy.
I'm trying to power through the set, but when I'm done with my set and I see him doing this, that shit, there is no way your fucking left hand is more interesting than what we're doing up here for an hour.
And for two, they were both virgins deep into their 30s.
I'm sure I could get there, but I don't give off the vibe, I think, of the girls like, I gotta fuck that guy.
In fact, it's quite apparent that growing up, and even through his early adult life, that this man had zero confidence in himself, and never...
That's Akaash when he was in his teens. Tell me why he looks like one of those Care Bears. He looks... He has... a very that you ever seen Rick and Morty? Damn, have I ever seen the show? God damn, how can I not remember the kid's name? I'm very bad at remembering names, bro. Rick and Monty. Anyway. In that show, there's this creature. Do you wanna develop an app? You remember that? Yeah. So that's how he looked. He looked exactly like that cartoon character. Do you want to develop an app? That's who he reminds me of.
Really got any attention from any girls.
So in high school it was because you said you didn't look good, and then after that it was
I was hideous.
Well, you're not a hideous guy.
Hey, you haven't seen me in high school.
Well, what
fat,
happened?
Crooked teeth. I was just like a chipmunk, dude.
And I really do think that this is how he became a living doormat, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. And funny enough, the seeds of this expose of his home life were planted years ago, when Myron and Frogger from Fresh and Fit would go onto the Flagrant podcast, and it...
Bro, what the...
Before I let Sneako say what he has to say, he's definitely regretting that day when he decided to humiliate his guest, which is, bro, it's a really below the belt type of behavior. I mean, that's your guest. right? You invited them on your podcast. You're not a journalist. You're a comedian. And you're being so serious and trying to embarrass them and humiliate them. Now, you got to apologize because they were 100% right. It's crazy. Shit is crazy. Even Andrew Schultz said something like, maybe in 10 years we're going to have to, maybe, we could call you guys and say you were right about the whole thing. Like, call him, Andrew Schultz, at least for Akash's sake, because they were definitely right.
Fuck, did he just call him? What
Bruh.
The truth is, not every child gets the chance to go.
That's great. To go where? I don't want to hear it. Never mind.
Years ago, when Myron and Frogger from Fresh and Fit would go onto the Flagrant podcast, and it was beyond clear that Akaash was not a fan of these guys by any means.
The way I look at it is, you watch them you see them evolutionary charts from Neanderthal to Homo sapien?
Yeah.
Y'all are the first motherfucker out of Neanderthal.
And
The first from Neanderthal. Out of Neanderthal. And people pay to hear him say things like that. That's the crazy part.
Since this interaction, the
racist?
two of them have had beef for years, and even the two podcasts in general have had issues with each other. And at first I would say it was a pretty even battle with each respected fan base kind of riding for their guys, but lately Myron has been teabagging the shit out of Akaash online. And it's really all been possible because of Akaash's wife, Jasleen, as she has pretty much given Myron...
Okay, that's crazy. She's a good-looking woman. I don't think I've ever been with an Indian girl. But, yeah, look, I like Akaash. He kind of did ask for it by going so hard at Myron on that podcast and disagreeing with his mentality so much. He did. It is retribution a bit.
And it's really all been possible because of Akaash's wife, Jasleen, as she has pretty much given Myron all the ammo in the world. You see, Akaash made the mistake of trying to appear too perfect, and every time he would open up his mouth about his wife, Jasleen, he would paint her as this beautiful, sexy, but also innocent, almost naive person.
You gotta feel sorry for Akaash, right? Because this guy worked so hard to follow Andrew Schultz and make friends with him so he could get famous and, at least make some money out of him. So he did that. And this woman just came out of nowhere acting all innocent, saying she's a virgin. I couldn't even keep it together to say that. Oh my God, bro. Oh man, the shit he says. I mean, and that's the thing. They will hold shit back until you lock that down. And then all the baggage comes out. When if he didn't have a prenup, man, damn, that's bad for Akaash. You gotta admit it. It's bad for Akaash. You gotta feel sorry for the guy. I mean, it wasn't his fault. He's a virgin at the age of whatever he was when he met her. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of stress, a lot of weight on his shoulders. It's crazy.
And on more than one occasion, he noted this story where they lost their V-cards to each other when she was in her early 20s, and I believe he was in his late 30s.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Let me ask you this.
wow.
Do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. I remember I was just like, what?
I mean, it's almost like the guy had a superiority complex over this V-card fun fact, when in reality, he was really just on some Steve Carell shit. And it's quite apparent that even in his newfound success, he was still deeply insecure from his adolescence. But either way, Akaash was still pretty well respected for years, and the problem really didn't start until his wife opened up her mouth. And at first, it was simply a...
I'm laughing because it's so true, bro. If she had just kept her mouth shut and trying not to be funny, right, and go clout chasing, everything would still be fine. He wouldn't have to apologize because he has to apologize to Moron and Fresh. So that is a given. He has to. I mean, if he doesn't, he's a bitch for that. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Because they were 100% right. And he should have listened. He should have wrote things down, like in his notebook. Like, he should have took lessons from them. But it's horrible.
About the Red Pill community, and specifically Fresh and Fit.
So my husband actually interviewed these Red Pill guys on their podcast one time, and I won't mention their name.
She hates them. And you know why. Because they're literally talking about women like her. That's why. Gold diggers, slutticons, promiscuous, just nasty women like her. That's why, like women like her, hate these guys. That's why. If you, obviously, I was gonna say if you find women that don't like, if you find women that don't like fresh and fit, then keep away from them. I guess that would be the ultimate flag. But I doubt you find any women that actually like fresh and fit, even if they're actually innocent and nothing like these hoes that fresh and fit talk about. So that would be hard to find, I think,
Because who the fuck even cares?
You put the picture up.
But it was so funny because he actually called them out on their shit and their like stupid fucking beliefs and how they say that they're helping men when actually what they say is like really detrimental and damaging, especially to young impressionable men. Because he went at them, the red pill guys, like fans, were attacking him afterwards, found pictures of us, and because I'm like objectively attractive, they were saying that we couldn't possibly have got together in a natural kind of way or like in the wild, like it must have been an arranged marriage.
Now the most ironic part.
Objectively attractive is crazy. Here's the thing: she is obviously very pretty. Attractive for sure. Objectively attractive? No. No. What do you mean by that? Objectively, like now, after all this, you're no, not even a little bit. To any wise and respectful man, you're absolutely disgusting. So objectively attractive is not the word you should use, for sure.
Part about her call-out is that she herself turned to making fresh and fit as content for women, where she embodies the idea that women should be constantly treated like spoiled brats who need their every whim catered to by their husbands. In fact, it seems like all she really knows how to do is sit at home and spend Akash's money. Just listen to how she describes herself.
For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Justine. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't do everything because I don't feel like it. And my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian, and he buys me lots of nice things.
Guys, after this, the clips only get
it's like
worse.
At first I thought it was AI like trying to make him look bad, but like it literally, it's just literal red pill rage bait. Hello, I'm a stay-at-home wife, and I don't do anything, and I take my husband's money. What? She's just repeating red pill talking points from the mouth of a woman.
Lots of nice things.
And trust me, guys, after this, the clips only get much worse. It's almost like going from
Indian PR's in the gutter right
Beanie
now.
Hut Jr. straight to Hell's Inferno, as she totally comes off as an entitled gold digger when it comes to finances.
How do you and your husband split finances?
We don't. If you want to work, all for that. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his account, that's a fucking red flag. His money is our money and my money is my money.
Yes, that's very easy to say when you have no income.
Did he just say Jesus Christ? He probably slipped. Because he's Muslim. So that's pretty... But here's what I got to say about that. I really want... Okay, when she said that, honestly, I thought, hey, I want to hear what Sneako says about that. Because in Islam, as a Muslim, that is their right as women. Women, their right is our money, men's money is their money, and their money is their money. That is a fact, Islamic principle. There's no doubt to that. So I really wanted to see what Sneako would say about that. I guess he doesn't know that, maybe? I'm not sure. Well, maybe he does know that, but didn't share his thoughts on it. Or maybe he will.
I'm not even joking. This is genuinely one of my greatest fears in life, is picking the wrong woman to marry and have kids with. Is like this right here, and then she ends up, tarnishing the reputation like this. That's one of my greatest fears. Because Akaash is funny, and he doesn't deserve that and stuff. Obviously,
Yeah! He has to be trolling right now. Akaash is funny? Bro, he states things. He states them. He doesn't make the joke. There is no, rise to the punchline. Like, there's nothing there. It's beep. It's flat. People only laugh because he's Indian, and the people who are laughing are Indian as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, to support one of them. It's like what I'm saying here. I've seen a few of his stand-up. He's not funny. He is not. Sometimes he is. Like, very rarely he is. Right? But again, like anybody else would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, even normal people are funny sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, regular people. But this guy, this is his profession. He should be funny. But he's absolutely not at all. He's not. I don't know what Sneako's talking about. I guess he's just trying to be nice to the guy. You know what? Let me change my tone here. You know what? Akaash is a pretty funny guy. He's really, really funny because you got to be nice to the guy, especially after what happened here, after all this shit. I get what Sneako's doing.
Look, he did shit on. He did. I mean, maybe, but yeah, dude. Like, this is just probably one of my biggest nightmares.
Actually, my number one. They must be generous with their finances from day one.
Oh, I love my wife. I love my wife. Let's go ride a bike.
Yo, that's crazy. To everybody saying that we should divorce, we didn't sign a prenup. That is an attack on a husband. Not to everybody that's saying it. That is a direct attack towards your husband. You are a horrible wife. The worst of the worst. Honestly, God, that is crazy that she said that. And she thought it was funny. Like, crazy. I guess she gets her comedic, inspiration from her husband. Because it's not funny at all. At all. That is insane. She said that, and I actually uploaded that.
With my wife.
And it's just like the best fucking part is like living with your best friend.
Also, it's like there's
who buys you designer shit.
My wife is objectively gorgeous. Me,
Oh, that's what you gotta say.
So that's what you gotta do.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why if you're saying stuff like this on stage, like, that's why she sees the holes in your game. She sees the leg up. She sees the advantage you got that she has on you. I don't think you should ever degrade yourself like that.
Work my ass off, and then every time she starts looking at me and she starts assessing my beauty, I just throw a bag at that bitch.
Now she thinks she's better than you. Even though that you're the one providing, you're the one being funny, you're the one on the podcast, you're the one people listen to, she thinks she's better than you because you let her, because of the low self-esteem. We have got to the...
Yeah, factual. He definitely gave her the fuel, for sure. He definitely gave her the ammo.
This is base 44.
And just look at her sheer reaction to Akaash surprising her with an
Y'all
upgraded
seen this one? Oh, man. Hurts right here. It hurts right here, bro. You gotta feel bad for the guy. I swear it, bro. Like, you gotta feel bad for the guy. Oh, man.
wedding ring recently.
First of all, I want to say that I'm a happy birthday. All of this is possible because you told me I could do anything that I wanted.
With him also saying that he now wanted to renew their vows.
Dude, it's not possible because she said it's possible because you did it. And you can never, it's unfortunate that women operate this way, but you can't ever give them too much credit. You can't ever give them too much responsibility because they'll always use it for their own advantage.
Another thing about that, right? Like, she saw the potential. She knew what this man will be because of the friends he has. Andrew Schultz, he's on his ass. He's like there just holding on, trying to rise. And he did because of Andrew Schultz. There's no doubt about that. I'm pretty sure she did her research because she's obviously a predator. She's talking about she was a virgin, which clearly she was not. That's what she told him. You know what I'm saying? Like, she planned it. It was premeditated, 100%, without a doubt.
You guys saw it? You guys saw it Snapchat?
Anyway, as I was saying, like, she saw the potential. She did her research. She knew the guy was going to go up because of Andrew Schultz is his friend, and she pounced. And this, that's why. So obviously it's not because of her. It was because of Andrew Schultz.
Yep.
That he's famous, and well, not semi-famous. He's popular.
You let a woman get you a job or give you a layup or something like that. They have memories better than elephants. They fucking resent you. They resent you because they helped you.
In India, in front of their families, and just pay attention to what her main focus was in this clip.
I think the only thing you can do is propose again.
Oh, my
Ghislaine Singh, will you be Ghislaine Singh forever again?
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my
I'm about
god!
to cry. I don't know if y'all can notice. Like you see this, but I'm about to cry for the guy. He should have seen him there, right there. Probably he saw him many times before, but ignored it because he was a virgin. And this is like the first and only girl he's ever been with. So it's like he couldn't do it. He couldn't get away.
Dude, he wants to kiss so bad. He wants to go in for the kiss, right? And she does not give a fuck. Look at the green line theory right here. He's going daggers, daggers right here. She's going daggers right there. You could see the relationship right here.
What is this? Thank you so much.
Yo, every time, bro. Every time I see that, bro, it's like it hurts. It hurts. I feel for you, bro. Oh shit. Yo, look at Sneako face. Shocked. Oh,
a kiss on the cheek? A kiss on the cheek? On the cheek?
Yeah.
God.
How expensive was that ring?
Thank you so much.
She fucking weaved that. She did the Philly shoulder roll. She did the Philly shoulder roll on that kid. Bro, he's standing. Bro, he's trying to. Bro, he's eating. Oh my god.
What do you say?
He's still trying to go for it. He grabbed the back and she turned. Look at the.
The kiss on the head, bro. Yo, that is sad, man. That's sad.
Green line theory. Me. Yo, look away from the ring for 5 seconds.
Courtney Mustard.
Oh my god, she's doing an IG story.
You were sitting in her lap.
Now, clearly she
Bro.
was not moved by the rededication of their love to each other. Hell, she even dodged that poor motherfucker's kiss.
Marriage is much better for women. It literally starts with a man getting on his knees begging you. But is that enough? No. You also get an exquisite piece of jewelry. 3 paychecks, that's what she told me. 3 on a finger?
And I just know for a fact that she is the type of chick to require a blood diamond over a lab-grown, all because she needs to walk around feeling supreme to other people. You know, she wants to feel that slave labor on her finger. And Akaash actually makes another fatal mistake here of encouraging her to have a TikTok and podcasting platform.
Who was your first girlfriend?
Sore
subject.
Now for him, this was really the beginning of the end, as she would start oversharing quickly.
Sometimes I
The
get
fact that it's like 3 months, 3 months paycheck for a ring, there's got to be some Zionist propaganda. There's got to be something there, because that's just fucking. That's got to be criminal. That's got to, like, somebody has to pay for that
It's
marketing.
monopolized.
so painfully
That shit's
nostalgic for college.
Yo,
The top
you
like
know
4
what?
songs
This
when I
is a
came back
fact.
for my sophomore.
This is a fact. Do your research. Diamonds are there's abundance of diamonds. Like you could literally flood the market with diamonds, and it would, the price would collapse to nickels and dimes. They purposely store diamonds in warehouses, and every 6-7 years they would distribute. Excuse me. They will distribute like a few every 5 to 6, 7 years. Like there's a whole documentary. It is absolute factual, and if you think about it, it makes total sense. I mean, honestly, because the earth is rich. It's always, if it's produced like oil. Oil is abundance of oil. There's abundance. They have a monopoly on it because they want to make money off of it. It should be literally like 50 cents for a gallon.
Year, click, pop that, bands make her dance, birthday cake, the 2 Chainz. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster.
I can't, bro.
Shit's sad.
Of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like
Your audience is already
I'm done with this anyway. Shit. I would say leave a comment down below what you guys think. I can't read your comments. I don't know if y'all really wrote any comments. I don't know if anybody even watching this right now. But if you are, I appreciate you for watching. What do you guys think? I mean, Akash obviously needs to leave this hole and, move on. Even if he loses, it's better than the long run. Like, lose whatever you got now, half of this shit, or more, possibly, seems very likely, more than half, obviously. But gain later. You know what I'm saying? Just leave. It's gonna be hard for him because again, that is his first and only woman he ever been with. He was a virgin at the age of 33 or whatever he said it was. Like, that is hard, bro. Painfully hard for him. It's gonna be pain. He's gonna suffer for sure. But it's better than continuing to suffer right now with this. I have no doubt in my mind that she is absolutely cheating with him. On him. Cheating with him. Cheating on him. Yeah, I need some omega-3s, guys. I can't even pronounce words. I think I'm getting, like, strokes every 2 seconds, which is why I can't pronounce the words. Anyway, peace. I'm going to call this a night. I love you guys. Goodbye.